Hi, this is Pete with wrapmyspyder.com. Today we're going to show you a quick application as well as feature video of a new tail accent kit that we've created for you. So as you know, back here in the license plate area with all this glossy black, it can be quite difficult to prevent the scratches that are taking place just from a basic wash. So over the period of time that we've had since the 2020 RT has been released, a lot of you have been requesting some kind of protection for this area here. So what we've come up with is a pretty cool pre-cut kit for you to apply in this area. It'll probably be available in 3 different options: our clear expel paint protection film, some select colors, and maybe even a few reflective options for those of you who are looking for more visibility from behind. As an example, we have our gloss black applied on this bike. So I'm probably betting that yours never looked like that even the day you took delivery. So this is our gloss black vinyl wrapping film that's applied on here now. Nice shine, less prone to scratches, or would cover up any existing scratches that you may have. So as an example, when you get your kit, it'll probably come to you something like that. Multiple pieces, pre-cut to fit, easy application. So what we thought we would do is show you the application of our black reflective as an option. So this would be something that if we do have it available for you, that it's going to be more stealth. So you may not know that it's on there except during the daytime in certain light, but of course at night you'll certainly see the reflective option. So a little stealthy during the day, but at night certainly visible, because basically this whole back area here is going to be reflective. So it'll illuminate when light hits it from behind, which everybody's looking for something like that. The more visible you are, the safer you feel. So we're going to show you some step-by-step application techniques that you can use for this kit. So we even made a piece for the top here, just because of that being prone to scratches, as well as this part here. So we've tried to cover it all for you, and we hope that you think it's a pretty cool kit. We do. And because it's pre-cut, it's pretty reasonably easy to apply as well. So in any of the wrapping film that we're going to provide to you, you're going to be able to apply it dry. So we've created these pieces so that they will install within the panel. So positioning is reasonably easy. With the reflective, it's a little tackier. Manufacturers really don't want us to apply reflective wet, so we usually try to do that dry. Could you apply it wet? Perhaps, but if you can do it dry, that's always better. So I just tacked this top piece of reflective in place. I have my squeegee now. It's very lightly tacked. I'm leaving it in the air. You can see I have my finger holding the film in air. Always best to do that, because that's going to prevent air bubbles. And then you simply squeegee the product on, just like you would do normal wrapping film as well. So that's the top piece for this little, I'm going to call it kind of a bow tie area, because that's the shape of it. It goes right here. We're going to position that one. But basically you want to center it top and bottom in left and right, it probably would be more difficult to try to work your way all the way around, but you can kind of see with the notches right here, those are your corners. So if you can align your corner notches, or you could cut it out and pre-shape it, dry set it in advance, and then make a mark here and here as a reference point. So I'm still holding it in the air, squeegeeing from the center, and basically it's going to fall around the corner, but you can help it along with your squeegee, squeegeeing it right down tight. We'll come back around this side, hold the film in the air, squeegee it right around the turn, and down to the edge. And it's pre-shaped to fit that area, so there's really not a lot of work involved in applying this. Just make sure that it's tight and down. You can go over it with your finger and kind of rub it in place. So those are those two pieces. Then we have two bottom pieces, two top pieces. So the way these bottom pieces were made, to fit relatively tight to this raised area that the license plate sits on top of. And so this corner right here comes around this, but it should be reasonably tight. And then the leading edge of the flat part is where the top goes. So basically you can hover it in place, make sure that it's horizontal, and it will fall into place, and then you can just take your squeegee it down, and then it should fall pretty much straight across the top as well. It's not too crazy to do your dry application with the reflective film, but reflective film typically is a lot tackier, especially way more tackier than our wrapping film. So you just got to take your time. For the other side, again, find the curve and the horizontal. Let it fall into place. Take your two arms, overlap them. There's a slight overlap that we built in on purpose, so you will get a little bit of an overlap. That's by design. And we've created it to fit within the shape, so if you fall within the body lines, you're doing good. And there's those two pieces there. Now these top pieces, they're a little bit trickier because of this cupped area. So I will show you how we recommend that you put those pieces on. And basically what you're going to do is lay it down on that bottom line and then squeegee it up into the cupped area. So there's a defined body edge right here. It actually flares and tapers to where it goes flat. So that defined body edge just above it is where you want your straight line here to be. So what you want to do, and you're also running parallel with the angle of this light holder. So we're going to hover the film into place, and basically you're aligning here and here, that L. So straight across the bottom, it's going to run parallel with that bottom, as well as parallel with the light. And I'm holding the film out. It is not touching except for very bottom right here. And then we're going to squeegee the film into place while holding it away from the surface. That's pretty important. And it's going to, you're basically forcing it where it goes. And so we're going to bring it right up the side, and it runs parallel with the marker light opening, and then right across the top. So it's made to fit right in that area there. And it's tight with that marker light. But you want to be sure to hold that out away from that surface. Don't let it fall in. You want to squeegee it into place as it falls in. Wrapping film, a little different if you're doing colors, because you do have the ability to reposition it. Let's move this over a little more so you can see. So once again, we're looking at this line here, the line with the light. We're going to lightly tack it in place, keeping it horizontal, watching your gap along the light as well. When you have that horizontal, then just take your squeegee, hold the film out away from your surface, and let the squeegee push it into place. And it'll basically fall right into place. And then as you come over the top, if you have to, you can lightly pick it up. There's an overlap there too, on purpose. Now, as you can see, the black, even in reflective, is pretty invisible. In other words, it doesn't really stand out that much. And so maybe that's what everybody, what you may want. But the cool part of this film is what it does when light hits it.